Hi there, welcome again to Carcassonne. It's the bronze medal game of this year's America. It's Chile versus. Ah, I wouldn't have expected the Argentinians to lose versus Colombia, but they did, and now they get Chile in this game, in this match, and it's quite a tough opponent. I wouldn't even pick the Argentinians to win this match. So as you can see on the left side, some of these have already played before. Check the dates. So some of these games recently, this one here back in February. And as one can also gather from the results, this should be fairly close and even matchup. The same goes. We have a look at the kilo ratings. There's only one match up in which I'd favor one player explicitly. That's HT Bry versus LP Tufo. There I would consider the Chilean be the favorite. In all other games, players are more or less equal and would flip for the win. So I'd hope there'll be at least 3 or 4 to 1. We have quite the suspenseful stream. Let's config this show today's game only and then hope we can start in a minute or so. As of now, started. Let's check one area for course. The one game I'd like to start with, Vineria was Webby. These two are quite highly rated at the moment in hundreds. Both are top 100 elo rating. So let's see. Oh. It's 2045. See, so the map don't pick. Yep, and my Spanish ain't the best, but I can use station services, and the captains of Chile and Argentina agreed to postpone the game. Start at 21 UTC. 14 minutes. I'll see you then. Welcome back. So let's do this. Quite late in my time zone, and I hope I don't fall asleep. Quite unlikely while this hopefully is suspenseful. Maybe even a Hitchcock here. Match of Carcassonne. It's the bronze medal game, and you missed the introduction 15 minutes ago when I still thought this match would start at 20:45. Well, let's do this again. So I'll cover the game of Vineria versus Webby, at least their first game, that is, and then we'll see. Take on second as well and follow through with it, or if we go to another duel. On the left, you can see the results so far of these opponents, and as you can gather from sums, it should be quite a close matchup, and the same goes if you look at elo ratings. The highest rated pair is actually Vineria versus Webby. It's exactly 2. Be quite high level matchup, but all the other matches as well should be pretty close, as those elo ratings should indicate. So let's check. They have already started and haven't. Adan Las Eras, Big Nacho, Doase versus Lord Trooper, and Talborn, Mati Arizok are already playing, although 0% on the left indicates that nobody actually put a move in. It now has changed, and now here we go. Let's remove kilo ratings. We need them. More introduction over. Let's finally get this thing started. Come on, guys. Girls. I don't know. So, players. Go on. Here we go. First meeple. Automatic move by Miria. Argentinian with the blue meeples. Quite fitting, considering coat of arms. Takes the city, of course. And yellow counters. Attacking the city directly. Although this could create a problem later on for the monastery. Blue takes the road, creating a nice monastery spot. Both of them would take heartbeat. So, just regarding the meta, once this match of Chile versus Argentina is over, the final of Mexico versus Colombia should start right away. At least that's info I gathered the Discord, and I'll hope to cover this as well, but we'll see about that later on. Oh, come on. So, Alexi obviously hasn't read the Discord and covers this game as this duel as well, so let's just switch. Adan Las Eras versus Big Nacho. So So in this game, it looks like quite the problematic square over here. Because in the long run, two of blue's meeples might get killed. Yellow could go over here. But as long as there's the splitter available, this might be just a little bit problematic. So maybe just continuing your city up top could be the move to take. But then blue is quite likely to defend on the left. Oh, and because of this, yellow opts to connect. I don't like this move at all. Now blue gets to defend, actually has the advantage of this whole situation here. But yellow gets to take 3 points at side constellation. And it's early in the game, so nothing lost. But if blue gets the dagger, they get a nice 3-point road and other side as well. So that's an upside. Rather not see your opponent early goings. Blue just meeples city cap, tries to place the other one rather safely, but of course with any suitable city cap, yellow would take this instant. Now deservedly so, they get the first dagger, but still 2 in the deck, so 70. This if I gather this correctly, yes, it's just rooting for both teams. Unless Equipo special team. So if that were the case, please explain. Ignacio decided, oh damn, switch the. So excuse this oversight. It's an Argentinian, and Argentina has to play the blue meeples. So blue is Big Nacho, yellow is the in. Big Nacho decided the dagger to open a new city instead of closing the other one just to obstruct yellow's small bottom. Yellow tries to wriggle out of this situation. Dorito, but blue then obstructs immediately, takes the field, which has quite nice upside because it could also expand to the left with curvy tile and then potentially grow because there are still options left and the right to further extend this. Meanwhile, yellow gets a nice road monastery, taking this for 7 points. Now, later on, could try to take this road over, so this creates a problem for blue if they even should connect to yellow's road, and exactly this is what happens. They connect and get punished immediately. So with any straightish tile next to those monastery. Grayish as in no field crossroad. Yellow will take over. It's nice 11-point road plus their knights for the monastery would equal nice scoreboard lead. But their curve opens up city for attack again. So with still 3 Rotoritos and 2 horses remaining and 3 meeples in hand, who might be served quite well to attack this if they do so. See that for now they have to find a nice spot road monastery, and once there's this one slight downside 4-point road you create, but they just play it safe, take 2 points, but these 2 points added merit of opening up this field with quite a lot of green space. So if you were to get city parts you couldn't use over here, for example, just lay them there. So now they get a chance to attack the city. Else there is closing this one and trying to kill this, and of course the simple 4 points bottom. They opt for this move. Looks was a wise decision. And they get the second dagger. Both are here. There's only one dagger left. Liberate Yellow's monastery. Because this field will only grow. Blue meepled the farm, of course. Being able to connect both sides is neat. They might not even do this. They have to. Yellow gets to save their city and meeple a 3-point road. And also has a 13-point lead on scoreboard. Plus 8 points for the monastery. Is slightly more than the field is worth right now. Or should I say the fields as separate one for now at least. But due to Yellow's rather risky attack, Blue might consider soon. Now they might even just go for the block. Using the splitter for this attack has the added benefit of creating a field for yourself if your attack is successful, like it very likely will be in this case. There is an outside chance of connecting over here if someone were to build roads like that. But I wouldn't consider these moves unless there's something happening, points in this direction. Both road monasteries are gone. So the other normal option of still connecting this way out of the window. Blue takes both city caps on Yellow's fields. Field? But this is a bit iffy because this square here is city there is quite vulnerable. But Blue gets to save it immediately, even though this opens up center city for attack from the left. Still the right move. Yellow gets to stack monasteries on the right side. Have meeples in hand. I think they should go for it. And then just try to win without this blue field. Maybe limit it. Instead, they just go for the blocking option here, hoping to further limit this from the right side. Straight or curve, any row tile will do. 2 daggers are already gone. And this would work from the bottom. Well, blue limits this field here, the remaining roses, because there are many better moves available. Another option would have been to put the cow over there to limit yellow's field and prevent at least, or rather restrict at least, an attack from the right side. But as so get problems for the road meeple, that the move. And even though yellow couldn't attack blue city, blue got the last right-handed dagger and meepled the 6-point field. So the scoreboard is more or less tied right now. And the fields, the bottom, well, is more or less, since the game is equal, because two monasteries are scoring the same, nearly the same as blue's field. Yellow with a nice extender city, hoping to add these 8 points plus 3 for the city on their field to take the lead again. Ignacio closes their road on the right, so whoever gets the rose might decide to use it there to take this 3 points. But this would also leave a 4-point city behind, which could be snatched. Example with a vanilla, and a bit iffy because there's this attacking option from the bottom, and there's only one left-handed dagger left. So in this configuration, there are already 2 attacking spots. It might not even matter. So taking 3 points might be the move both would pick if there isn't, for example, city like yellows to close or a better option. So blue could, for example, possible, take 2 points on their field. Yeah. Yeah, maybe they this it here. Hope to get last dagger for the 4 points. But we'll see about that. Yellow just adds another road next to their monastery, hoping to complete this rather soon. Because then actually would have more meeples in play if they be able to close their city at the gets restricted quite significantly. There are still 2 roses available and a starting tile plus 1 dagger to close this 1 move. else you'd need, for example, a rotorito and another city cap. And you'd rather avoid using the horse over here, because then you'd have a need for 2 city caps and attacking options for city as well. So just waiting patiently, city cap might be the best, unless blue were to try out there. In the meantime, yellow has dumped the last extender on the left side. If they get more meeples back, they might even opt to attack here. Then, example over here or top. But they'd only do this, they really must. So blue opts for the destruction route here. Rightfully so. Now they surely will take city, limiting yellows to the last starting tile. Adanaceras resistance and limits blues here as well. But unless there comes some support like this, would kill this. This restriction only hurts blue's chances. But even losing this second meeple here for only a few moves would hurt them. For example, there are still monasteries out there, and without a second meeple in hand, you can't use this square. You need the last meeple to score here. As I said, pretty close game. Every move counts. So using city cap, try and obstruct or kill blue city. Right, must hurt, but sometimes has to be done. So yellow takes the city and might get obstructed again. Else blue, of course, could just take 2 points. Example here, trying to kill this here. So this orientation indicates there should be more straights than curves left, but actually that is the case. Oh, there are all curves in play. But actually all straights are gone. So now with the curve you can't block. The orientation were different. Like this. Still could use curve to block. and Rotoritos as well, if there were some, but all Rotoritos already done. But you could have used a horse over here, so I haven't counted all tiles, but I think this orientation was inferior to the other one. And additionally, field is still open. But blue gets a cow to complete the block. Meanwhile, yellow starts to build up their city on the right side. Don't have any other chance because both villagers are already gone. And with 7 times remaining, I'm to take a closer look at the scores here. Yellow has monasteries for and 7 points. 3-point road, 3-point ruin, and a city for 7 points at the bottom. 6-point fields are equal, so we don't care about them. Blue has a point ruin road, plus 15-point field. Yellow adds another 2 to their city at the bottom. 1 now. And blue has 4 points on the scoreboard. So they need to score 8 on the starting player and would lose if course they hope to still get city cap. I haven't miscounted. There will still be the 1 dagger remain. In addition, there's no vertical splitter. I haven't seen the 4th starting tile appearing, so this is still out there. And of course the last rows. We extended their scoreboard lead to 6 points, and yellow just takes the 1 point for their city instead of a meeple back. And they could even close this city by getting dagger over here. Then the start. Not really sure if this is the move they should have. Or was just getting the meeple served them well. But this hinges on the tiles both will get in the end. If I counted correctly, getting these specific tiles isn't that likely, but still a chance. The chance was even better because there was still a vanilla remaining. So now yellow is still ahead by 7 points. And because Big Nacho opted to try and kill Yellow City, he pre-closes this road and hopes to get the dagger, and he will get the dagger for 7 points, but Low will get 1 point as well. So this should be Low's win by 1 point. Oh, I missed that City was already on Blue's field. So it should be a tie. Not a tie. I must have miscounted somewhere. Yeah, it's late and I'm feeling it. So, considering Hellborn and Matti Karizok are playing quite fast, they are already playing the decisive third game. So, let's check this out. Yellow with the scoreboard lead, but Blue with the better position. The monastery here. Well, that those city please score some points for them. Yellow opts construction route here. Gets to save their city immediately with a Torito. Tried to restrict Yellow City to one of the last daggers. Right now, Yellow decided to limit Blue's city and continues with this, but there are still 3 left-handed daggers remaining, in addition to 2 splitters which Blue could use. And indeed, they are playing quite fast. Not sure I can keep up with them while also speaking coherently. So this cow on the left by Blue, yeah, you can use this, but maybe waiting Perf in the better option. Hotelburn liberating whether close their city. or to attack blues here. And blue gets to save both their all 3 meeples with 1 piece. So perfect tile over here. Even one of these daggers wouldn't have been better, because then they would have needed to close their city, and this attack would still be available for yellow. Yellow gets a few points on the board, takes another city. Yellow has a nice field over here. It's worth 9 points right now and might still get bigger. Of course, there's the big elephant in the room. City here needing dagger. The same dagger they need for their monastery if they even want to liberate this. Because yellow city, that would profit more. Blue gets to close their monastery. I would have loved meeple the field beforehand, but they'll try to find another attacking option. Maybe right now going over here, protecting your city and attacking the field. 2 places would have been the move. Instead they opt the blocking, and I don't think it's really that necessary if you're having 35 points on the scoreboard. So killing on here right now should move. Hellbourne hopes to close their city. You might just attack this now, prevent this. And because there's no diagonal splitter available, blue city is now dead. They decide to just take the additional 2 points, while also creating attacking on close field. Yellow closes their field and crosses road at the bottom. And now blue hoping to secure the win once and for all. Blue gets to connect up top, taking 3 points. Now yellow might re-attack. So considering that the monasteries are more or less equal and there aren't really other big features than field, now this game is definitely over. Check how the others are doing. So let's hop back to Las. First game was quite close. The pace was more suitable for me, my condition. So this looks interesting. So if you're yellow, you go over here and attack blue's city on the left side, while also opening up options to restrict blue city, for example, the road Dorito. If anyone wants to see one of the other duels, just say so. I'm open for a change more or less any time. Might even switch to one of the other games, because they be more likely be near the end of the game faster than these two over here. There's a juicy monastery spot on the left, and coincidentally blue just had monastery in hand. And of course meeples this for 6 now, 7 points. You might consider attacking yellow's field right now, as long as it's open. Once connected, might become quite tricky to get a farmer there. Else they could go here and attack this large city on the right side. The problems this would create for their monastery aren't really that significant. Curve and a straight just liberate this. Instead they just connect over here, which I really don't like, because these two attacking options. But if yellow were to attack, they'd need the same tiles in 2 places, but there are still enough tiles, maybe even 3 places, but there are still enough tiles to execute all these moves. Who gets the penultimate vanilla, scoring 4 points, and takes the lead. Monasteries score more points than yellow's field. And on the right side, they also have edge over ananas eras. So the extender in a situation where there's no open city cap is just an annoyance. And adding this to your city on the right is also not ideal, but really no better option. So if yellow is greedy, they'll take these 4 - 1 for 3 points, but they just opt to kill blue's monastery, hoping to gain more points later on with a meeple majority, and also extending their field to the left maybe. Who creates a nice monastery spot to liberate their road monastery with another monastery. And this move is a bit cumbersome because blue now gets to attack the 6-point road. So all these here could be wasted. Could as well have gone over here, for example. Or even just at the top, without meepling the city cap, trying to restrict blue's monastery. But blue doesn't even attack the road. Also, curve actually isn't the best tile to do so. Once you connect, be the next attacking option available for your opponent. So way third this, and now don't even try this because it would be thwarted with a simple straight or another road plus field tile. On the right, this is a precursor to a block incoming from the bottom side, trying to kill this square. Once they get a road tile they can't use anywhere else, for example. Now, during this road is already at 7 points, attacking it and hoping to draw a straight connect would be useful, even though there are 3 points at the bottom. And on the left side as well. But the left side would have the downside of standing close field. But blue still opts to go there because at the bottom they would create an attacking platform, rather obstruction platform on their city. Yellow gets to connect to blue's city now, and considering this is worth 13 points right now, someone really should attack this. Blue gets the nice draw of another regular monastery, liberating the road monastery, scoring 7 points. And yellow with the perfect closure of their road, just taking their meeple back, not meepling the road monastery, because they know they need some meeples for the city attack on the right, and maybe also to defend their fields against blue's attack coming sometime. So blue now deliberating whether to go here or attack city or close their city, and they opt for the city attack on the right side because that's actually the feature with the most points. And winning this city, which still could be closed, would let them reap huge benefits here. Now they close the small city on the left side and don't meeple the field, because actually once they connect here they don't need to attack this field. It'd still be ahead. Yellow limits their field up top, restricts attacking option here, other kills this attacking option. So right now this field is quite safe. There's more or less always a ninja attack available, but this one would be easily thwarted. So the beautiful thing about this city on the right side is that there's only one specific city plus a field tile available with which you could attack this. like this, but there's only one of these letters left. Oh, and there's this, yeah, missed that one. So yellow attacks, of course, hopes to tie the city. And yellow connects there. This will be interesting because I don't think this was the last attack. There should be next one incoming from the right side. So let's take stock here for a moment. I think should work out. And here comes the splitter attack. Nice one by yellow. So right now it's more or less a tight game. But taking over this huge ruin here, which is now worth 20 plus points. $21, actually. Might be the way to win this game. Yellow takes 2 points on the left side and also kills any attacking option over here or there. So right now, yellow is in the lead, but this lead would extend quite significantly by connecting there. And if blue were to obstruct this and prevent the connection, and now they should do something about it. So how many big tiles are left? There's still one horse. So that's tricky for blue. Do they go for the 50-50 limitation? With or without your meeple? That's a really, really tough decision. The other orientation won't work for them, because then in addition to the cow, there'd still be 2 road Doritos available. And actually quite tough. So you're behind, even if it's only 3 points, and you need the meeple to score more points. But losing this here for now 21, if there's anything added, 23 points, would mean more or less game over, because both of yellow's fields are rather safe. One up top is closed. Now is only this ninja attack here, and the other one also looks quite yeah, and they go safe route, equalize yellow's attack. but have an open field, an open city side, add more pieces over there to still at least score some points with a semi-ruin. But they definitely need to close city at the bottom. And with the splitter, yellow scores 4 points, plus the 3 points for their field, but adding 2 points for blue. Meanwhile, blue adds another piece to their monastery, still hoping to liberate it. There's still one straight left to do so. A starting tile works as well, of course. Yellow tries to kill blue city, and blue has to decide whether it's even worth defending. But there should still be at least, no, there is no vanilla left, there is no vertical splitter, there is no diagonal splitter, and the daggers are gone as well. Actually, blue's only hope to close this to the Dorito here, and then hope to get another Dorito plus city cap if there even is one left. The roses are gone. Starting tiles and the daggers as well. If I haven't miscounted something, there actually is no city cap left. Yellow takes this road for 7 points. And this should be it, I think. Yeah, and that must be quite annoying for blue. Getting the horse now. They could have used their meeple elsewhere for way more points than the 2. So yellow's road is worth 7 points. Blue added another point to their city at the bottom. So quite tricky, because actually blue needs to tie the field at the bottom, because this is their penultimate move. And with this clunky tile, there's no chance to attack the field. The last 2 tiles, no, still 3 tiles to go. So 2 field Doritos, and I think still a road Doritos. 1. A regular crossroad. No, they are gone. A straight. Okay, we'll take a straight. So there actually was an attacking option available. Blue could have gone over here and tried this attack, but this wouldn't have helped because yellow would have gotten either the straight, blue would have needed to connect, or a Dorito to kill the attacking option. So this was a lost cause for blue, and even only 7 points in the end. Really, this was quite troublesome for them. City over here. Tough. Not closing this lost them the game, but there was no way to do so. So that yellow attacked this, tried to prevent this from being closed. Was the way to go. So let's check. There are still the games running, and HT Bry and El Pitufo should be playing their end game second one right now. Still 3 tiles to go. Looks to be lead for the although this could change once blue connects at the bottom. So let's check if there are still road tiles available. The crossroads are gone. And how about curves? No curves left. Straights and starting tiles. No straights and starting tiles left. So this leaves us with the daggers, and the daggers are gone as well. So this connection won't work. Yeah, doesn't help because we need the same tile over here. There. And if these tiles aren't present anymore, why not just score 1 point for your ruin? And maybe even these 3 points if you'd place a farmer. El Pitufo now checking which tiles are left, and they came to the same conclusion as I. There's no way for blue to connect. So blue now just takes, okay, 4 points are 4 points. But I neglected this city up top. Yoi. But actually, this didn't matter because of the 25-point lead Argentinian here. So this was the second game of this duel. So it's tied now. And as I hoped or predicted earlier, quite close games, at least 4 deciders. And these 4 games are starting right now. I'll take a quick break. I'll be back in 1 to 2 minutes. If you want to see a specific game, just voice your opinion in the chat, please. Back. Veneria had their match versus Webby as well. A bit curious. Nobody's playing right now. I know what's happening. We've hit the date threshold. In my time zone, it's now 31st of March. And that's just great, because this breaks my tool. Oh wow. So, considering all these games are tied, have to keep this in mind. Maybe I just take a screenshot. Oop. So let's go back, change the date, just games that played right. But something else. Meanwhile, I'm gonna try and comment on this game as well. So blue takes a nice scoreboard lead here, already having a juicy field. Even taking this city, because leaving an empty city cap behind isn't the way to go. If your opponent Stibrai, so just risk it and they take the risk. I can only applaud them. Yes. So now I'm gonna figuring out how to add other scores on the left side. Well, so there we go. Up top, there are the scores of all games played in this match so far. And at the bottom are the current games still running, except for Telborn, Arizok. They already played their dual completion. So in the meantime, HD Bry scored 5 points for this road and were able to close Point City, but lost this meeple to this tag here. This monastery by blue I don't understand, because this endangers their road. I don't get this, because blue could have just dumped the monastery on the right side, or even used it to meeple this. Then let yellow add 2 points to their monastery, even though this has a difficult square up top. Might still be worth a consideration. Yellow blocks a blue meeple up top, so these squares are killed. Meeples of, well, you know the drill. Blue has to? No, blue hasn't. What does he do over here? Why don't you add the quadruple city and to your opponent and break his city? I don't get this. Up here. Oh, of course. Up 500 moves. That's what's up. Yeah, frustrating. So then I'd rather watch another game that's closer to the end, and we haven't covered Oase and Lord Trooper today. Let's hop in. Oh, that's the same game Alexi is streaming right now. Then go back to Las Terras. Oh, this looks to be quite close, at least on scoreboard. These two monasteries by yellow, though, put them in the lead. But blue tries to kill them. And yeah, pretty nice move by Big Nato. Let me switch the colors. Argentina still blue. So now there's only one piece go over here. And blue might even opt at a road monastery there. Yep, this would kill 3 meeples of blue, but 3 meeples worth 8 points each. And this might still be your best move if that situation were to be available. And from the other point of view, so yellows, Adan Las Eras, Chile, that is, you might not even close your city here. You get last starting tile, because this would help blue to liberate their 2 monasteries. Blue takes the 3 points on the right side. Also restricting this blocking square of their attack. So now the horse would totally kill this square, and else there's nothing yellow can do to prevent this attack, apart from drawing all big city tiles, of course. There are still other obstructions. They could, for example, use dagger over here. Please limit this square to the last 2 horse tiles. And now that they got a horse, they are deliberating whether to block here or maybe even just close their road. They could use a farmer on either side to score a nice field. They actually might do this, but not in this case when it's a -2 point move and when they have enough meeples in hand already. So they do use the same one and just block back. Although blue still can score these points with a field Dorito, and there are still 2 out there. Blue is likely gonna just close their city at taking the new city cap, of course. Not sure what they are thinking about. Taking a field on the right side, yeah, in most circumstances, consideration as well, but not your opponent has a meeple majority by 2 meeples. Not sure what they're about, but we'll see in a few seconds. Yeah, and finally the expected move on the left side. Yep, that's the problem. Blocked by yellow, the added upside of a 6-point field. But blue, as consolation, gets a 4-point road. Yellow might now just go over here to prevent attack from the left side later on. Else taking the 6 points right side might also be quite neat. That they go for the blocking attempt. So straight, for example, like this would kill this square because all 3 daggers are already gone. So blue protects with still 2 Doritos with the road remaining. Nope, it's just 1 point play. But still, That's the move they needed to take. There is an additional option by getting the horse and city cap to close this. So we are near the end of the game. Let's tabulate the scores now. So blue has 3 points with their city in the middle, 1 point Dorito on the right side. Still hoping to get another Dorito to extend this. And monasteries for 8 and 7 points, plus a 6 point field on the right side and 1 point for their meeple on the city piece. Left side, yellow has a 6-point field. There are 2 points for a city at the bottom, 6 points for the just meeple monastery, 5 points for their road, and 8 points for the ruin up top. And the scoreboard lead is 11 points for blue. Add them to the bottom. So even though yellow had a lot of meeples in hand, yeah, 333, of course, they are still 7 points behind blue to sum up all the features. So meepling this city here, actually quite a wise choice. Blue obstructs this, but there are still two vanillas left, and there's also one vertical splitter because there are two over here, and the third one hasn't appeared as of now. Blue gets to liberate one of their monasteries, and yellow closes their city. Can remove these two, change the scoreboard lead. But blue's field on the right side 9 points, and yellow's monastery 7 points. I think now we are up to date. Nope, we are not. The monastery in the middle scores 8 points now. And here we go. Blue takes another 6-point field on the right side, just as a precaution, because if they wouldn't have done this, yellow for sure would have put a farmer there. So now yellow has 1 meeple more than the Argentinian, and any road tile by yellow that would fit next to their monastery will be placed there, or should be placed there immediately, just to remove these 6 points from blue. Yellow gets another 4 points, but it's just a net 1-point move, as it adds another city to blue's field. So this is worth 12 points right now, but the scoreboard lead shrunk to 6 points. So total blue still ahead by 9 points. Now it's 11. But Adan Lazeras gets the starting tile, takes the 5-point road, which is actually, yeah, it's iffy. Because there's this 6-point field, and releasing this meeple from the road is quite tricky. There's still one rose available. One is here, the second one is over there, and there's one horse available as well. So maybe now going over here, and that's iffy too, because you'd have to leave this city behind and were 5 points as well. Meanwhile, blue got another 7 points. Yeah, and exactly this configuration is the reason why yellow just takes this field on the left side. They don't want to create more huge ruins for blue to take. So let's add another 6-point field to the scoreboard. As a blue, there's the question what to do with this city kip. Do you have to add the extender here to block this? All starting tiles are gone, and actually all roses are gone. I missed the third one earlier. Is there still a dagger left? Nope. The dagger is also gone. So closing this extender city there would be not possible if there's even city cap left. Blue takes the 4-point road but loses 6-point field on the right side, and yellow expands their monastery to 8 points. And 8 points over here were for the monastery. So now I corrected the scoreboard. Pretty damn close. So with 2 more moves to go, just taking a 5-point monastery for a 6-point lead. It's really tricky. But blue goes for it. Yellow liberates the monastery meeple, adding 3 points with the road. Blue gets a perfect tile for them. no matter if they go here or there, in both squares, they'd get 3 points net. Because over here they'd add 4 points to their city. Yes, they'd give 1 point to yellow and a meeple back, but yellow only has 1 move remaining, so it doesn't hurt your chances. And next to their monastery, they'd gain 3 points as well. 1 point for the monastery, of course, and 2 for the city. And the same goes if you go on the left, although no, there is no rotary to left, so there's no additional upside, just 3 points. So yellow can take these 4 points here, but this actually doesn't help them game. Unless I miscounted, which I really hope didn't. Yep, there's a slight mistake. Blue's monastery is worth 6 points, not 5. Else this should be correct. Yellow diligently counting, weighing all options. I think in the end won't find a winning move. I'm not sure why this here wasn't updated, but Ito Ace, their third game versus Lord for the first duel win for Chile. And it looks like, oh, I know what's happened. So the live date is taken in my time zone, but the history is in the time zone of the players. So that's quite tricky to navigate. Definitely have to fix that too. So we can remove the screenshot from earlier. Check which game the famous other streamer covering, and back at Vineria versus Webby. So let's take a look at HT Bryce game versus LP DV. So they are close to the end. And it looks like this still fairly close, even though the scoreboard looks a bit lopsided, but blue's fields on the left side are scoring quite nicely for them. Yellow prevents this attack by blue and hopes to get curve unite these here. Now they don't. Let's check what's still left. All big city tiles are gone. Should still be a Dorito available. Nope, all Doritos are gone. Extenders are gone. Diagonal splitters are gone. Vertical splitters as well. There is one monastery left and blue has this monastery. So is there still a curve or curvy tile? Yeah, looks like there's still a regular curve available. Quite a nice find for Bry over here. Just reload this and HT Bry equalized for Chile. So the deciding match is taking place between Neria and Webby. Let's hope over there. And they don't have a lot to go as well. So this looks to be close game as well. With two large ruins, but unless there is an option for yellow to successfully attack here, let's count the curves because the road monasteries are quite visibly gone. Is this real? Oh, there is a 7th curve. Did I miss? Don't think I did miss one. So yeah, and blue gets another curve. And still has one more move and likely needs the last curve as well. So blue has 6 points on for the field on the right, 7 points for the monastery. There's a 9-point field on the left. And their ruin on the right side is worth 14 points. Yellow has a road up top and a monastery as well, plus a ruin worth 10 points. The field at the bottom left is tied and the scoreboard lead by blue is 6 points as well. So this field over here is worth 15 points, and even if Vineria would get the last curve, this wouldn't win them the game. So Webby wins the duel here and secures the bronze medal for Argentina. I guess this farmer was placed with the hopes or intention to connect to the left side the curve. Oh, and I must have miscounted. All curves are gone. Let me count again. Late. Too late for me. Yeah, which one did I miss earlier? Yeah, I'll have to check back. Likely this one here. So, if it's any consolation for Vineria, even getting curve wouldn't have won them the game because they are 25 points behind. So they would have needed not only one but two curves. But even then, losing these points here, blue would have gotten other tiles, 4 points, and I think they still would have won. I'm not sure if game here was just a friendly, so a bit hazy due to the time zone stuff. No, it can't be just a friendly. I think they already started the final a bit earlier than other games, because this one was played concurrently to Vineria versus Webby. So, congratulations, Argentina. Deserved bronze medal, of course. And a pretty even match with 5 duels going the full way, all needing a decider. We can't ask for more. Oh, we can ask for more. A flip on the last tile for the medal. That would have actually been quite nice. But we still have a final to go. Maybe we get something like this. So I'm just checking in the background if there's any announcement regarding the final, and the official word is it should start in 6 minutes. But considering IMD and El Taliban have already played one game, let's check. And they are already in their second game. Just cut this. So let's assess the situation here. There is this city on the left side. There are still 2 cows left. Yellow trying to attack blue's field, 2 meeples. It looked like a nice idea to add the second meeple over here. But this could get blocked with a cow, and there's still 1 cow remaining. Or a road Dorito. And then these 2 meeples wouldn't actually score that much. So this square, of course, is dead. Base Carcassonne, no expansion tiles available. And maybe this ruin could still expand on the bottom right side. For now it's worth 7 points. But blue's ahead, 28 points on the scoreboard. So that's why yellow did go for the double whammy bottom. So if blue gets to kill this square, I'd likely have to say that's quite a sizable advantage. I would be tempted to call game over, because yellow only has 1 meeple in hand and I don't see them successfully taking this field over and scoring more points. Yep, nice move by blue. Very, very, very nice. A master move indeed. Nixing any chances by yellow to attack over there. And now, come on, give us the third meeple. Yes, that's pretty nice. Actually, I can't remember if I have ever witnessed a 3 meeple attack with 1 piece. And there are still enough curves out there to complete this. Because I only see these 4 curves here. So there should still be 5 in the deck. So blue opts to prevent yellow from attacking up top. But there is still 1 force available. So now they could kill this square and prevent yellow from attacking there. Instead, they opt for the connection to their field, because as we all know, yellow attacks at the bottom with 3 farmers and is quite likely to connect and take this field over. Nice tile for blue. Now they themselves can use any curvy tile to add a 3rd farmer to the field. But they already have extended their scoreboard lead to 32 points and could even lose the field. Wouldn't have to worry about it more than half a second. Because in addition to this scoreboard lead, they already have nice ruins. Even though the one on the top could still be closed, they don't need to score more actually. So for El Taliban, is really tricky right now. How do you bring this disadvantage by blue and attack the field with a fourth farmer? It's more or less impossible. He is dead, so you won't get this meeple back. Would have to close this road ASAP. There are still crossroads left, so blue might opt to restrict this here, and they do, but yellow gets the perfect tile, liberating their meeple with the only piece in the deck that fits there and liberates their meeple. But actually might not help them. So let's check cities. Just 6 cities. So these 18 points are a bit more than a dent in blue's lead, but nothing to worry about. So yellow gets to connect to blue's city / ruin up top, just drawing a few more points and still hoping to at least get one curve. Was to refresh your memory, when they placed this one over here, there were still 5 curves in the deck, and in the meantime blue got 3 of these 5. So they are likely considering whether to meeple here, checking if there are still straights left, and would say yes if they'd ask me. Let's check. Oh, there's this one, lightly wheeled by yellow's farmer. But the other straightish tiles are studding tiles. So there should still be 2 straights connect here. And blue drew the 4th curve in a row. Ah, yellow. Poor yellow. This here doesn't work out. Oh man. That would be a shame. Although, it's actually, it would be quite a nice avatar. Blue gets a straight, yellow as well. Suspense until the end, even though this game and with it the first duel is lost for Colombia. But I'd really like to see yellow to get the curve. Would be so unfair. Losing out on 5 curves, that's, oh man, that's hard. more or less a 3% chance. So if you need one of 5 pieces, oh man, oh man, oh man. So blue gets the 5th curve in a row, and these 3 farmers are just stranded with 3 points and not even a Wilson on their side. Poor, poor, poor yellow farmers. So in the end, blue wins with, is it 50 points? Oh, close. 49 points. Well, well, well. So let's check the other games. They should have started by now. If someone prefers a specific game, just let me know. Else I might just check the elo ratings for now and then decide. So I'm the El Ivan over, and there are still a few close matches. So it looks like no one is preferring anything specific. No wonder. So let's just have a look at Daniel Ayala. Game should be middle, and it is. But considering Manarori is in the last stages of their game versus Taten D, let's go there instead and switch back to this one later. Yep, close on the scoreboard. And also a few tight features. So this year, more or less tight. The road is tight, but the large field is yellows. So on here, all the way to the bottom. And there's another 12-point field for yellow. Unless I missed something, I don't see how blue be able to win this game. Because even if they were to successfully attack, not sure this is possible. Yes, it is possible because there's still one road monastery remaining. I think they missed that there are already 2 yellow meeples if they connect here. So they need to connect at the bottom just to... So they didn't miss this. But they don't have any moves left. They lose this game by 10 points. No, 6 points. So that closer. Might have actually have a chance to connect over here. Should have switched earlier. So let's go back. Oh, let's go to complex V and H. I haven't watched in this tournament so far. Yeah, that looks like my kind of game. I like these spots with holes. Look at that. There is one evil hamster and a second one. And then even a sinister one at... Nice. So the Mexican is ahead by 22 on the scoreboard, but has a blocked meeple here and loses, likely will lose a mini battle versus 2-1. 5 points. Still 18 tiles to go, so I guess I actually open a scoreboard and tabulate their points so far. So blue has 7 point monastery, a 9 point field up top, a 6 road and 6 ruin at bottom. And then there is this field in the middle, which is tight right now, but yellow could quite easily connect on the left. But as we have seen earlier game, easily connecting sometimes is hard as well. Might fail even. So yellow really thinks about me playing this ruin for 5 points. Considering blue just got the road monastery to score 9+1. It might be necessary because getting a majority on this field is quite nice, but it's not a one game. So field scores 18 points with 6 cities. So if yellow connects on the left side, they'd add 15 points because they wouldn't doubly score this city on the left. But now yellow has more or less placed the dead meeple. No, it's more, because all daggers are gone, and with this square is dead and the meeple as well. Blue has a meeple majority, which they could even stand to a 3-1 majority by getting a crossroad to liberate their monastery. That is, but for these 4 points for the road or liberating their road meeple are better moves. And because this here would open up chances to attack the field from the bottom, it's the move to go. Yellow prevents attack here. Way. Blue creates attacking options from top left and top right side. So straight over here would have been nice. Yellow blocks this immediately. So there are no monasteries left. Doesn't bode well for this attack here. But vertical splitters and vanillas could be used there as well. Count them. So there's no vertical splitter left. And I see 4 vanillas. A 5th one already gone. I don't think so. Standards to block aren't available anymore, and straights I count 7, I think. So this could actually be an option for blue, and considering they need to tie this field to have a chance to win this game, because I don't see them adding 18 points by other means. They opt to open up this here or attack again, but yellow just blocks this immediately. And now this option is worse than before, because it could be blocked from the top as well. So there is still an outside ninja attack here, but block would be very likely. Any city tile over here? No, not any, because if blue were to attack and yellow would limit this with the vanilla, this square would be blocked, but be this attack out. So we might not just need to check which pieces are actually left. I see a few big tiles still out there. No, one big tile, a horse. Yellow blocks this option, blue connects over here and adds the 4 points to the scoreboard on the left. So they put a dent in yellow's lead. I think I have to check the point again. Seven points are bottom, 6 points I could change. Now the road on the left for blue is really nice here, because opens possible attacking options if there are tiles to connect. So what's left? As I said, there is still a horse. There is no Dorito left. Should be one vanilla left. The vertical splitters are gone. The diagonal splitters are gone. The extenders. Is still one city crossroad, aka a rose. Oh, that's in Joe's hand right now. So they might consider attacking the field again just to be safe. Oh, tricky decision for blue. Taking 8 points. Or do you need to block? Oh, the road. The field crossroads are gone. And I had counted the straights earlier. There should still be a straight left for yellow to connect over here. And curves. One curve as well, I think. Nope, curves are gone. Then there would be daggers. There the third left-handed dagger anywhere. Yes, it is. So blue just takes the city. Because they need to score more points and yellow. Yeah, actually they don't need to connect because blue can't. So nice move by yellow. But the 5 points for blue might be all they needed to take. Nope, it's yellow's win by 2 points. So now let's check the game of Daniel Ayala. Can't be more than a few tiles left. Actually, just here to witness the last 2 moves. And a shame we missed this one. It was quite close. Rojas now won this one for Mexico. So let's check out the decider between Manarori and T. Tatande. Ever? Nope. They haven't started. Let's check if he's still covering Cheetah Killer. This. Yes. So now they should be playing. Both got city caps. What? 4 points in the beginning. And with a symmetric position, taking the road on the left or top is just a personal preference. Blue has to decide whether to take the road or the city cap. And they get the cake and get to eat it as well. Of course, this field up top is quite open. There's a few green squares. Yellow decides not just to continue the road, but play quite effectively, meepling a farm as well. It's early, but still the potential quite good. And adding more caps. Well, I have to take a sip of water, else I won't be able to talk. So please excuse me for a few seconds. So I'm back, and blue equalized both those road and their city up top, preventing a quick city points for yellow. But yellow takes these quick points bottom. Blue follows suit. 6 city up top. Their new city gets equalized by yellow immediately. And blue takes 4 points now, hoping to attack sometime. Yellow kills this connection, but blue immediately gets the tile for this. Liberating their road meeple, scoring 2 points, and add another piece to the monastery. Quite nice. Yellow gets to liberate another road meeple left side. Another city to their arsenal, although this city is a bit iffy. Quite many cases it could be blocked the right side. Blue gets another road monastery, decides to meeple this. Likely didn't even think twice about it. Yellow tries to obstruct this. Might now kill this here. They could also go the safe way, but the aggressive approach I'd prefer as well. Quite a nice move, restricting both of Blue's monasteries. And considering there are already 2 daggers gone, here likely won't close within the next few moves and might not even close the end of the game. Yellow blocks this square. Both road monasteries are already in play, so blue needs to take the other attacking route up top. So now closing this city would have been a nice option. In the long run would have worked out, but it would have also created the problem of enhancing this field. And maybe they are better served by taking a field of their own. Now this here, I don't like this move, but given there are still 7 big city tiles out there, yep, and that's why I don't like this move. In some cases, your opponent just gets the perfect tile and kills 2 of your meeples. Them because the quadruple city is already gone. So now you have these 3-1 meeples for 7 points net and 2 meeples for 7-point gain is way too few, especially considering other 3 meeples or 3 of your other meeples already in a pickle. Yellow saves their city on the left side, meanwhile tries to fill this square completely. Also likely, and I think they should have used the extender over here. Lock the 2 to the same piece. The last remaining right-handed dagger. This move actually, nope, not the move to go. Saves blue's square, and rightfully so. Blue just gets the dagger to liberate a meeple, and they desperately needed a meeple. Fully deserve to score these 5 points here. Yellow gets a starting tile for their city, still hoping to close this on the left and also close the one on the right side with 2 Doritos over here. But how many Doritos are even left? 2, 4, 7, 8. So only 2. So now they add the cow. Blue scores 4 points. Has 24 points lead on the scoreboard plus these 16 in monasteries for 40 points. So even if we deduct the roughly 15 points which yellow should be ahead on the board, except blue's monasteries of course. So blue's lead might be in the 20s. I won't bother to confirm this, although I forgot to wipe the scoreboard. So why not? If it's there, let's just use it. So the dead city up top was net 1 point for blue. Yellow has now a 7-point monastery, a 6-point field at the bottom. The 9-point fields up top are equal. Yellow has 9 points for the city on the left. And now, is there still a Dorito left? Then blue has to block on the right side. And I count 9 Doritos. So the block on the right side will be coming sometime soon, which then is 10 points for Yellow City on the right side, 33 points for D on the scoreboard. So they could go for a showboat move and just score 4 points. If I haven't counted correctly. Because losing the city on the right side maybe Does this Dorito have a shield? Let's check. Yep, it has a shield. So the city, if closed, would be worth 24 points instead of the 10 right now. So let's just add these 14 points. Oh no, there are 17 points because this is a city on yellow's field. Actually didn't really late. I didn't even see that wrong color, of course, that this is one huge field because I missed the connection bottom. Actually, it's not 6 and 9, it's 15 points field for yellow. So back to the problem at hand. This city here, blue has to prevent because it would not just score the 14 points for the city, but 3 points for the field as well. And then just taking 4 points ain't enough for blue. So I think by now they should have found the last missing tile. And oh boy. Oh boy. What a costly blunder. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh. That must hurt. Just going over here, getting the 3 points for this field, maybe even the 2 points for the city, or this road, or just doing nothing at all would have worked out, but blue just wasted this game, period. And so Mexico takes a 2-0 lead. I guess Daniel Ayala is still in the early stages of their game. Oh, they are in the middle. So let's check in with 6V and H versus X for your whatever it is supposed to mean. If someone knows, please let me know. And it's a lopsided scoreboard again. Boy, boy, boy. Let's wipe the scoreboard. And check. If yellow still has a chance to compete here. So blue has small city pieces for 1 point each and 8 point monastery. Yellow has monasteries for 7, 8 points. Let's sum up 2 of these monasteries because they won't get closed, and it looks like the third one won't get closed as well, although all 4 starting tiles. So the third one won't score more than these 7 points because the 3 daggers won as well. So 7 points for the monastery, 23 points won't change anymore. Can safely sum up. Makes it a bit easier here for me. And then there is the ruin of yellow at the bottom. 8 points. Plus they have a small field on the left side. They likely are still hoping to connect either there or at the bottom. This would also unite yellow's field, blues on right. So for now, the fields, let's separate them a bit from the other points. Missed 2 points for blue's road. So 3 points for the field on the left. Yellow has a small field for 3 points as well. And there is the larger field by yellow, which is actually quite a nice one. And that's worth 18 points, but it's now united blues. So we can remove blues points. And let's just talk regarding still available connection tiles for yellow. Blue blocks this one here, so this is dead. Already counted the starting tiles previously. And now yellow needs the curve over here. Let's point them out. So this looks like there are still, or should be still, 2 curves in the deck. Yellow scores 4 points up top. No, they don't. They don't have a meeple in hand. Oh, that's devastating. So, adding the 34 points for blue, which they have on the scoreboard, shows us that yellow needs this curve and blue just needs to tie this big field, win the game. The field is worth 27 points right now. Mistaken. 9 cities. Blue adds 6 points up top for now. Still hoping to connect. But blue gets the, no, not blue, yellow. So the Colombian gets the last monastery, and the only tile still being able to unify these two fields would be a vanilla city cap, and a vanilla city caps I see just the 4. So another nice move by the Mexican, and he gets to connect the 50-50 shot. It was a 75% chance when he meepled this. So we can remove this 6 points here. But road on the left side was 100 to 5 points. Unless I missed something, this would be a gold medal for Mexico. And it is. Congratulations. Is it Felicidades, Mexico? Only know a few words. Spanish. I hope I didn't butcher anything. So the other games are still running, but Mexico has won gold. The other stream is showing the Daniel Ayala game. Therefore, let's check if Meister 35 can avenge his compatriots and at least win versus Cheetah Killer. Ooh. Yep, this looks like a monastery cluster. There ever was one, but at least these two are dead, and considering I would need 2 starting tiles here, the other ones are dead as well, because I see 3 starting tiles in the middle of the board. So why not meeple this 5th one as well, just to show off. Yeah, they don't. Of course they don't. They still wanna win this game, and I can't fault them for that. So the monastery cluster is worth a minimum of 23 points for the 3 monasteries on the left and the one on the right. This year scores 5 points right now. Could still score more. In addition to these points, yellow has 5 points for road. Blue has a 6-point field on the right side, a 3-point road in the middle of the board, and then there is the largest drawing feature apart from the monastery cluster, of course, and that's the 15-point field by blue plus a 6-point scoreboard lead. And now it's on yellow to defend their lead of 3 points, but it's quite tricky versus 2 blue meeples. But there still are some chances. Mainly yellow has to get the city caps to close these cities here. If blue gets 1 or maybe even 2, that's very likely game over. So yellow opts to take this one at the bottom, just to prevent blue from scoring 7 points with 1 piece. So blue opts to create a blocking platform against yellow's city. And instead of trying to protect their city some way and maybe just going this way would be an idea. Would have been an idea, but no, there are still city plus road caps apart from the starting tile left. So there's one rose at least. And there might... No, there is no dagger left. All daggers are already in play. So opting to limit the pieces to close this city. Well, at least I would have thought a bit longer about this. Blue now extends their scoreboard lead, 14 points, and even connects to Yellow City, as Yellow has only got 1 point added to the monastery to show for them, and Blue scores and scores and scores. So this will be the 4th duel win for Mexico, and the 3rd one with a 2-0 score as well. So they were the favorite to win this one, and they underscored this. Quite good play. Please excuse the breaks or pauses between words. I'm dead tired. I feel like an old man, and it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning over here. So way past my usual bedtime. But I take one for the team, and the team is called Carcassonne Community. So yeah, Yellow just dumping tiles left and right because there is nothing they can do anymore. Oh, they add 3 points to the road. But their only hope was getting the starting tile here and then closing their road. But the road monasteries and the simple crossroads are gone. This hope has left the building quite some time ago. And their last chance to win this one was City at the bottom. They did go for it, and rightfully so. But it didn't work out for them in the end. Blue takes another 6-point field to run up the score or put some lipstick on this game, whatever may want to call this. And they even thought about where to place this curve. Well, okay, if you must, if you insist. So 17, nope. Oh man, math is hard. Can't even do simple arithmetic right now. 23 points in the end it is. And it's the last game. The last duel to conclude this final of the 2025 Copa América, because Daniel Ayala lost their duel. So at least Colombia got one win on their side of the equation. I think Time to wrap this up. Thanks for being here. And let's check out Sergey's side for friendly matches in the coming days. I would have really liked to cover Ukraine versus Portugal, but they decided to reschedule their match. It would have been a nice halftime show for the Copa América, but as it ran concurrently to the semi-finals, no dice. So maybe on the 1st of April, that should be Tuesday, I might cover Italy, Ukraine. And there are other games. This one here should be quite interesting because Vienna has some masters on their roster. And I'm not sure if Musashello will play, but if so, I'd really like to cover this one. But I think, nope, no lineup of now. Yeah, we'll see about that. If you'd like to watch these friendly matches, keep a close eye on Carcassonne.gg. The YouTube icons should appear on the right side once somebody announces to stream these. Of course, I won't mind anyone subscribing my channel well, but I guess you know the drill. I don't have to mention how to do this. So over and out. Wise Maze is dead tired. See you sometime soon, hopefully. Bye bye.